Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to. Yeah. Just a mediocre man in a borrowed suit. Got mud on my boots, but the dream's still cute. Clock in, clock out, then I clock these laps. Grease on my hands, but I'm clean on the track. Chevy sitting there, same dinner dough. Stick a half pill, still I want a little more. Mid-pack, mid-pay, mid-ranked on the sheet. But I'm chasing that chain link roar, that stand-up seat. Mediocre, living big in the dust. Chevy heart beating like it's running on trust. Mid-pack now, but I'm cutting up front. Long nights, hard work, that's the fuel in my gut. Mediocre, meet your name on the list, but I'm leaning on the...
We go. A little distilled water. If I'm good, I can pour this without dumping it all over the floor like I did with the last bit. There they are, working all the air out. All right, dump some oil and get an oil change going here. So clean the radiator, fresh fluid in that, and we got new spark plugs, so fresh set of those, gapped, all installed. And now we're doing the oil change. And once we have that, I don't know, we should free up about 15-20 horsepower, maybe be able to actually run to the front this week. We'll see what it does. Ordered some new cases for the GoPro because I've been running these same ones for several years now, and in the last few weeks the two that I had both got destroyed by rocks. So we ordered these little guys off of Amazon. They look the same. We'll see if it fits. Hopefully. Then I can start getting in-car cameras set up again. So far so good. Maybe. Alright. Cock block ready to rock. Alright, let's get that set up for in-car tonight. Hey, how's it going? Well, welcome back. We are at the track, I-90 Speedway. Our last adventure to Rock Rapids was mediocre. Whole lot of follow the leader with a hammer down track, so we're hoping to get some good racing in tonight. Went through the car, did some maintenance, did some spark plugs, oil, and cleaned out the radiator. So hopefully we don't have it getting warm towards the end of the feature like we did last time. And we'll see if we can maybe get a good finish tonight. And if not, we'll have fun trying. So what the heck. Anyway, car's unloaded, and we're just sitting waiting. We got here a little early today so we could make sure and get our stuff lined out and get ready to go. Probably don't need to look at my chin, sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna hurry up and wait. It bounced.
Oh, good. Did it crack?
No, it didn't crack. It's okay. Life's good. Alright, there is our track. See how much moisture is actually in it versus on it, but or if there's a lot in the dirt that's going to keep coming out through the night. That's hard to tell. It's not really pouring it on.
I do want to reinforce some things I wasn't able to address last week. So let's revisit a couple weeks ago. We had a rough night a couple weeks ago. We wrecked a lot of cracks. And to be honest, people in the stands were going to the bathroom, and I'm not sure they had to go to the bathroom. I think they wanted to go vomit. So we need to clean up some bad habits tonight. I'm telling you right now, you need to keep a line. Right? Some of these guys that are faster than you are getting frustrated. And the last thing is the door banging. You got guys that are going in the corners and leaning hard on others. We know there's times where you get in a corner, you can't handle it, and you slide into something. But then there's a rarity where we see you lean into them really hard. That's the ones I'm talking about.
All right, hot laps is in the books. The track is hard, but it's pretty slimy. It's also a little, holy crap, rough. And apparently a lot muddier than I thought it was. Yeah, I think that'll go away. It'll be pretty grippy for the heats, but man, I didn't think it was that muddy. It didn't seem that muddy out there.
It is definitely that muddy.
Dang. On the upside, there's not that much on the front, right?
There really wasn't anybody in front of me.
Wade was in front of me. Hey, I ran him down a little bit until I went off the track, or tried to go off the track.
The first time you did, the second time you tried.
First time I didn't try, but I also was like, oh, it's okay, I'll dip off, and it kept going, and I'm like, damn it.
I thought you were going to pull in.
I wanted another shot at figuring it out. Just a lot of mud everywhere, it looks like. I guess it's not that bad.
You've already scraped.
I know, but I'm looking at what's on the ground. So it's kids' night tonight, and the kids get to ride in the passenger space of a hobby stock. There is quite a line of kids up in the stands, and the cars will keep driving around, giving them a lap ride at a time until they're done. So I suppose we'll see this happen here for the next probably half hour or so. But good opportunity for kids to jump in a car and see what it's like on the track and see what the race cars are like up close. Pretty neat.
and Skyler to go.
Alright, what'd you say? I feel a lot better me driving you backwards, so. Okay, doing that now that I can run again. Glad I had the floor off. Yeah. It's patchy. It is. There's slick, there's grip, there's holes, there's ruts, there's bumps. It's rough. We're changing the right wrench out for sure. Okay. That's all good. Yeah. I was on the test starting to get into it. I thought they were going to keep away from it. I saw him down there and I'm like, fuck that. I tried getting under them when they were bad over there. Yeah. And then I started pushing and I'm like, fuck, so I had to leave just a little bit. And then it kept like a accident. I was like, well, it was worth a shot.
Heat race under our belts. Started front row outside. The track is, well, it's, I don't know if I'd call it with character or if it's slick in spots, it's muddy in spots, it's rutted in spots, it's rough in spots, bounce around a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of things. I think we kind of almost took the lead and then we fell back to second. And I think we ended up third there towards the end. And yeah, all in all, finished third, transferred from the heat to the redraw for the feature. And they redraw by points average, and it's inverted. And we have a low point average right now, so we should start somewhere towards the front. And depending on what our track's going to be tonight, that might be good, or it might be bad. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, we got to get some mud scraped and figure out what our adjustments are going to be for the feature. So we're going to get to work.
With these callous fits, if I only get one shot at the stunt, I'll spin out trying just to get to the front. To the front, hey. To the front, hey. To the front, hey. To the front, hey. To the front.
How many you got? 10? We'll see how many are left when you come in.
Series.
here is our post race. Just getting the trailer loaded. It's pretty dark out and the car is incredibly muddy, so we can't really do much of a walk around right now. But we started third, dropped back slowly to about 11th, maybe 12th, and then worked our way back up to 8th or 9th, 8th at one point after a restart, and settled in around 9th and got a pass there, maybe 10th, 11th, I don't know. We finished 10th again, right? 10?
Yeah.
So mediocre me just loves that middle of the pack spot. So the car felt really good. We tried something that I haven't done here before, so it seemed to work. The track was rough and grip and slick and grip and slick, and the car actually felt pretty good. I had more than I expected to. So we'll try and expand on that later and see if we can't make it work better when the track starts to dry off here. But that's all for now, and I guess we'll just see you at the track. Thanks for watching.
To the front, to the front, hey. To the front, hey. To the front, hey. To the front, hey. Yeah, rust on the frame, but the focus is fresh. I'm patching up the panels while I patch up the stress, folks.